Let's fly! Let's light it up! Ha!
Over there! It's more ruin guards and abyss mages. Dane was just saying how these ancient machines are from Conria. So, did Conria have a lot of ruins that needed to be guarded?
No. Ruin Guard is the name modern people have given these machines. These ruin guards were known as...
Field tillers? What a strange name.
It's not like you think. The land is not to be tilled with farming tools, but rather is...
Fought for with steel and blood?
After the destruction of Canria, these masterless field tillers went completely out of control. They wandered aimlessly over the... perhaps resonating with the sorrow of other civilizations.
That sounds so sad.
Once you understand more, those details won't mean much to you. But no matter their past, all that remains of them now is the danger they pose. So destroy...
Let my name echo in song! Ah! Yoo-hoo! A little amuse-bouche! Pinnacle of excellence! Take me up! Locked on! Hold on to your hats. Everybody stand back!
Time to shine!
Locked on!
Huh? This abyss mage dropped a talisman.
This talisman seems connected to the Abyss Herald. But why would an Abyss Mage be? Perhaps it really does contain
But Paimon can't read the writing on it.
engulf the faith of an enemy in flame.
What? Is it?
Loom of Fate initial operation. The Abyss, seem to be carrying out a large operation. The keyword here is Loom of Fate. It seems like they are still launching the operation, or rather, are still...
Loom of Fate? What's that? Is it literally a fate-weaving machine? From the horrible feeling Paimon's been getting, those eerie ruins are super... So Dane, what message does this talisman...
I'm reading it now. An ambitious
How so?
In short, the first phase of the plan is related to
The Overlord of the Vortex? You mean that god in the ocean? What do they want with Osile?
I know of your past, though you may not have been a...
Last time it... Well, the Abyss Order
No, they won't just...
is... So wait, the Abyss Order wants to make some sort of cybernetic squid god of mass destruction?
Very few people today truly understand the civilization of Canria. Only the Abyss Order has consistently sought out the remnants of Canria. The talisman's message states that they will use the defiled statue as a bait, and the new core that...
The Eye of the
It would seem so.
This whole thing keeps getting more...
Yes. Thereby imbuing the newly born god with the power to topple the divine thrones of Celestia.
Oh boy, the Abyss Order... Since no one knows where the first field tiller is, how about we take the information? Yeah, that tone-deaf bard is too difficult to track down anyway.
The cathedral.
Huh?
Nothing.
fly!
A huge statue, a grandiose cathedral. But how aware of this was the Animo Archon on receiving this gift? And how much did he give back in return?
Faith doesn't ask for anything in return.
As long as the gods have a clear...
Shh! We're about to enter the cathedral, and actually, the Animo Archon...
I never specifically said I would enter the cathedral.
Huh?
You are the honorary knight of Mondstadt. They will surely allow you to poke into these affairs with their utmost. Having me tag along would only make them suspicious. Correct. And just as our little friend said, I might say something bad about the... When a non-believer steps onto holy ground, the result is never pretty. I have never received the favor of the gods in the past. I don't see... That's enough about that.
Okay, then we'll just...
I should warn you about one thing. Don't go mentioning the defiled statue inside the cathedral. The Church of Favonius wouldn't ignore the matter of the statue. But if they rashly tried anything against the Abyss Order, also, meddling in the affairs of the Abyss usually doesn't...
Honorary Knight! Hi, how have you been? But I should first make it clear that if you need to borrow the Holy Lyre to Hermel again,
It seems she hasn't realized it's just an illusion. Oh, we're here to ask some questions about something. Barbara, have you heard about the first field tiller? Of course you wouldn't know anything about that. Okay, next question. Has the church ever lost a statue of the Seven?
Huh? You're here to ask about that old story? Well, I didn't expect that. That was such a long time ago. There was indeed one statue of the Seven that disappeared when nearly every member of the church joined in the church's records, as you might assume. This incident has been called the Lost Statue of the Seven. Of course.
Nothing? So do you have any other clues? Sorry, Barbara, but we can't tell you about the statue we saw just yet. Like Dane said outside, it's for...
Other strange stories? I'm not sure. Let me think about what other unusual incidents are in the church's records.
The Tyrant's final...
Oh, this refers to a time of great danger that engulfed Old Mondstadt, the place now known as Storm Terror's lair. Many, many years ago, there was a time when balls of fire would rain from the...
Balls of fire raining from the sky?
People at that time believed it was a curse laid down by the god of storms, so they referred this strange phenomenon continued for about a year. No one was ever able to solve it. It just... Right. Later, the theory of the tyrant's final fury became less probable in the eyes of the church. Common reasoning dictates that the god of storms... Perhaps it was something else that... Anyway, this incident might not be related to the lost...
It's okay.
There's that pointless word, thank you again. I can never...
Oh, Rosaria!
If you're looking for the Knights of Favonius, they're busy with those monsters again.
Those
Those monsters that tried to attack Mondstadt last time during the Storm Terror?
Wasn't that the Abyss Order?
Indeed. They're gathering in Wolvendom cause... Could it be that the Abyss Orc... Master Jean has already headed off to
Then
Master Jean said you
But you're also a member of the clergy.
Right. We'll go get...
Oh, but please, everyone, be...
I see. This could very well have something...
But what is the Abyss Order going to Wolvendom for anyway?
No, that's unlike Osile, who was just today. It is just the Abyss Herald may just be targeted. Don't underestimate the enemy. Let's take them now.
Let the world collide! Let's light it up! Teamwork is strength!
The closer we get to the target, the more enemies there are.
Yeah.
I'm not going any.
Huh? Why not? Is it because you're afraid of fluffy animals?
It has nothing to do with wolves. It's because Boreas was an ancient god, yet he willingly became a servant of the Seven. I cannot possibly agree with his actions. I don't desire any interaction. Besides, you're the one people like. I'm less likable. There's nothing special about God. It's just my opinion, but a word of advice. Always be on your guard when around God. You shouldn't place too much trust in them. But at the same time, don't go too far in the even if the god in question.
Don't trust them and don't hunt them.
Lest I repeat the failings of I will tell you one.
Huh?
The destruction of the nation of Canria by the gods is the reason the Abyss Order now seeks to destroy the nations watched over by this. Well, enough chit-chat. We should get back.
Up there? What a strange man. Yeah, that's true. You at the rite of dissension in Liyue, your decision was very similar to what Dane would do.
Honorary Knight, Paimon, what are you two doing?
Oh, Master Jean! Rosaria told us that you came.
Then your help is greatly appreciated. I just scouted out. Rosaria told me that the Abyss Order, but the Abyss Order and Boreas.
They just like to cause the Abyss Order already went after.
Regardless, whether the reason behind Honorary Knight, please go and check if Lupus, this god's spirit. He does not often see people, but I hear that you have. Okay, be.
Locked on! Locked on! Again! War makes a lot of problems go away. So let's fly! Locked on! Bullseye! Locked on! Take me up! Open fire! Locked on! Ooh, shiny. It's so pretty. Huh? Let's light it up! me up!
Look! Over there, it's Razor! And the Abyss Herald!
You.
You claim to be a guardian, yet your once sharp claws have clearly done. If you serve us, we can restore.
What the heck is this ceremony? Oh no! Is this the same thing they did to...
Wolves never surrender. But this can't go on.
No, Matt.
Bullseye! Locked on! Open fire! Locked on! Hold on to your hats. Huh? Everybody stand back! Shower me with praise! Time to shine! Off to the freezer! Goose on the loose! Ha! Locked on! Bullseye! Open fire! Ugh. Fire in the hole! A dash! Strike a pop! Let's ride! Locked on! Bullseye!
Shall how does an old spirit have no matter? This is but
It disappeared!
Thank you. You came.
but still.
Lupus Boreas never refuses trial. But Scary I too didn't see.
Wait! So you mean the Abyss Order had everything prepared to corrupt Lupus Boreas's mind, then
Thank you. You smelled.
No, besides coming... excuse us, Mr. Wolf Guide!
I pay no heed to the contraptions of humans. It entered into my but it could not think. Only fight. I eventually damaged it.
By the sounds of it, it's possible that could have been the very first field tiller, right?
Yes, it could spin, leap hop.
Fireballs? Anyway, this pretty much proves that the first field tiller... It sounds like the first, but in this story, it was...
Don't know.
Yes, you were... We need to keep him back...
Yes, I smell. You too.
Well, that was some good intel. Quick, let's go tell Dane.
Let's fly! Locked on! Off to the freezer! Off we go! I'm going in! Let the world collide! Take me up! Knock them down. A burst of flavor! Yoo-hoo! Yeah, let's fly! Bullseye! Open fire! Ha! Locked on! Hold on to your hats. Let my name echo in song! Shower me a little amuse-bouche! Take me up! Bullseye! Bullseye! Adventure time! Everybody stand back! Fire in the hole! Let the world collide! Zeus on the loose! Ha! Bullseye! Locked on!
Dang, there you
I saw her, but as both the Lion Fang. If I'm not careful, one day I may find my. But back to the matter at hand. I see. Well then,
Huh? Really?
that information. For example, the old story you told. Exactly. The strange story told to you by that young sister, long mistaken to be.
Ah, Paimon gets it. So the tyrant's final fury was really just myth after it was damaged in the Fin. Back then,
It looks like we need to make a trip to Storm Terror's lair and comb the entire area. What do you mean?
huh? Oh, Paimon remembers too. We saw that abandoned ruin guard sitting atop the tower when we went there before. is it, right? Ooh, so what did you see? Huh?
This requires another method. Using elemental sight on a field tiller is of no use because it is not powered by the Let me give it a try. And done.
Wow! It's
The very thing the Abyss Herald has been seeking all along. The Eye. All of the Ruin Guards today are just replicas of this machine. As the prototype, its combat capability was unrestricted.
prototype? Oh,
As the Abyss Order has surmised, if this eye is placed in the hands of the and if the limbs of Osial, Overlord of the Vortex, and this newly born god will have the power to topple the divine thrones of Celestia. Yes.
Then, what should we do with this eye?
No.
Huh? You?
You may doubt me if you wish, but I must no matter where we may hide it, they will find it. And as for the...
Oh!
But our work isn't done yet. To avoid any further repercussions, we must also take care of that defile. We can't have the church get involved. Let's Do the Seven really expect me to help them look after what belongs? Let's go back to those ruins and destroy... I'll make sure it doesn't...
So after all that running around, we end up right back here again. Look at us. We barely escaped this place last time, and now we're strolling right back in. Gee, surely we must be some of the bravest adventurers in all of Teyvat. That or the stupidest. To get to that creepy statue, we just need to follow the path we used to escape last time. That should take us right to it. Yep, that'll work. Let's go! And remember to be on your guard.
Looks like we're here. An eerie, lifeless, dark chamber.
Oh,
Be careful to not be overwhelmed by the power of the defiled statue.
You are just as vexatious as ever, Damesley. I sense your soul is... Oh, and something far than we are the same. We're both Dames.
It is your words that forever... Time to...
Locked on! Locked on! Locked on!
Decimate!
Knock him down. Huh? Teamwork is dreamwork! Let my name echo in...
that be?
Ether.
Wait! She just blocked an attack against the Abyss Herald! Your sister and the Abyss?
Ether, why are you with Dane?
Uh-huh. Your sister knows Dane?
Lumine, we meet again.
What's going on here?
You shouldn't team up with this man. He is my enemy.
Lumine.
But it must be said. Don't try to stop me. Don't try to stop the Abyss. That man, Dainsleif, was the Twilight Sword, one of the royal guards of the final dynasty of Conria. 500 years ago, he failed to prevent the destruction of Conria. A curse of immortality was laid upon him to forever wander the wilderness, while he watched the people he was supposed to protect turn into monsters of the Abyss.
You're saying Dane is from Conria? The same Conria that was destroyed 500 years ago? And you said the people turned into monsters? You're trying to tell Paimon that the Abyss Order is not only related to Conria, but is actually the people of Conria themselves? And the whole thing about Dane being your enemy... Paimon's so confused.
Home. Yes. Of course. Home is wherever we are together. But I cannot go with you to the next world to find a new home. At least until the Abyss has engulfed the thrones, my war with destiny will see no end. Listen to me, Ether. I have already traveled through this world once. Once you reach the end of your journey as I did, you will see for yourself the true nature of this world. So we'll meet again. Though we need not rush, brother. I have more than enough time to wait for you. We have always had enough time.
They left. Oh, don't be too sad. We'll find them again. Look on the bright side. At least we got some really useful information. Really? At least now, as well as the Seven, Dane is also a key part of finding your sibling too, right? That's right. By the way, what they said just now is all pretty confusing. Oh. First off, that Abyss, it seems like your sister is leading the Abyss Order. Also, your sister said that she wants to engulf the thrones and go to war with next thing. Turns out the Abyss Order monsters are... And Dane is from Conria too! He witnessed its so that's why your sister said that Dane... But if the monsters of the Abyss are the same people that Dane protected all those years ago, then also, how come... After all this time we spent searching for your sister, it turns out she's on the side of the Abyss. What's up with that? Yeah, then we can't let ourselves get down about our journey's not over yet. Let's get a move on. If your sister wants you to reach the end of your journey, come on, traveler, let's go.
Open fire! A dash of frosting! Strike a bomb! Off we go! Let's run! Open fire! Again! Fire in the hole! Time to shine! Let's light it up! Take me up!
Are you okay? Paimon never imagined your sister would have sided with the Well, keep your chin up. Paimon believes in, and when the going gets tough, the tough get going. She said we needed to, and we won't find out what this journey is or where it... don't mention it, partner. Travel, but although... Where should we go now? Oh, you mean the god that took your sister away in the first... You're right. After all, everything that followed, all this confusion, it all started... Yeah. Well, we've ruled out 2 gods so far. The animal... Paimon doesn't think we can simply walk into Inazuma. Zhongli said... Why don't we ask someone from Inazuma how to gain entrance? Oh, Paimon's thought of someone already! Atsuko in Lea Harbor! Let's see what she had...
Ad Astra. Thank you for Ad Astra.
Let's fly! Oh, I mean good fortune. Is there anything I can...
We wanted to ask.
Oh, so that's...
Great! We can...
But the chance of success,
Incredibly...
it was in leaving Inazuma that I found out just how dangerous. All I had to rely on was a little wooden raft that I'd put together myself. After I'd escaped their clutches, I floated on the open ocean for I don't know how many days. My rations and fresh water supply soon ran out, and but to my surprise, my journey didn't end there. That's right. I escaped by the skin of my teeth. The fact that I'm even alive to tell the tale,
What a horrible journey!
well, because everything is just too restrictive over there. The atmosphere is so stifling.
Kanjo Commission?
Along with the other two commissions, they oversee everything in Inazuma. One of the obligations of the Kanjo Commission is to conduct rigorous identity checks on all individuals leaving or entering Inazuma. All non-nationals are processed centrally on Rito upon arrival. Meanwhile, the Tenryo Commission is responsible for implementing the recently promulgated Vision Hunt Decree. They act like the executive arm of the Raiden Shogun's rule. Loyal, yet unfeeling. It doesn't feel good to speak ill of my home. What I mean to say is, unless you have an extremely compelling reason to go to you should know that the sea around Inazuma is engulfed in a perpetual tempest of wind and rain. Supposing you survived that, you would still need to get past, and even if you did manage to find a way, you'd still have to produce the necessary...
Seems like they really don't want anyone setting foot in Inazuma, huh?
They only set that up as a port to guarantee a supply of goods and information to the island. But if you really are set on going...
The ramp...
That's not what I meant. You could ask someone from the Crux fleet if they have some way of getting you to Voyaging far and wide has made them a well-traveled group with a wide range of experience.
You're right! Paimon's sure Beto of all people, but Paimon wonders if she'll be willing to take the risk.
The Alcor is the flagship of the Crux fleet.
Then there's no time to lose.
Take me up!
Shower me with praise!
Up to the freezer!
Bullseye!
Open fire! Locked on! Knock him down.
More makes a lot of problems go away. So you can never have too much Mora, huh? Dividing the loot is often a cause of conflict, but luckily for you, I don't really need this stuff.
Let's fly! Take me up!
Oh, if it isn't the Traveler in Paimon. I knew you guys would.
Paimon? What a fascinating being. You two give off not only the essence of wind and earth, but also of... yes, the stars.
Huh? The fragrance of what now? That's the weirdest compliment Paimon's ever heard.
Pay it no heed. I mean only to say I am certain that it is by fate, not chance alone, that we should meet. And that gives our encounter meaning.
This young man is Kaidahara Kazuha, a temporary addition to my crew for reasons I won't bore you with. Occasionally, he opens his mouth and flowers come out instead of words.
With this fine ship and the soft sea breeze, would it not be romantically irresponsible of me not to acknowledge it with a line or two of poetry?
No, I can't argue with that. Okay, then. Once the clash is underway, I'll give you a chance to perform.
Only if the mood takes me, of course. Poetry for poetry's sake tends to lack meaning.
Hey, you don't want to pass this opportunity up too easily, especially seeing as our great hero.
Oh, wait a minute. What's the clash? Also, just to clarify, by great hero...
Huh? I thought you might be here to sign up. You're telling me you've never even heard of it? The Crux Clash is a martial arts tournament that I hold. There'll be a whole bunch of folks taking... There are two important rules. 1, competitors must be renowned fighters. We want those with real martial arts, so you've got nothing to worry about there. 2, you can't take part if you've got a vision. Otherwise, things get a little one-sided. You must be feeling confident, but you might want to watch out. There are a few crouching tigers and hidden dragons lurking around, and with Liu as savior taking part in the tournament. Now that's gonna...
But we didn't come here to take...
Well, before you dismiss the idea completely, you might be interested to hear that the prize this time round is particularly sought after. Get this. It's a masterless vision.
Supplied by myself, as a matter of fact. If the tournament champion can reawaken that vision, it belongs to them.
Is there really such thing as a masterless vision?
When a vision bearer dies, the light in their vision will fade away. But the shell... As for whether this shell has any practical application, well, this remains to be seen.
Yep. And the way I see it, a vision is a badge of recognition. Organizing the clash is my way of So if you don't have a vision, this is the perfect opportunity to get your hands on one of your very own.
Yeah, we're interested in getting to
Inazuma? You want to go there?
Well, why didn't you say so? Inazuma, no sweat. In that case, if you win the tournament, I'll give you a choice. Masterless Vision, or a ticket to Inazuma.
You just want him to take part in your
What's wrong with that? The more talent we have, the better the turn.
What are we gonna do?
Great. Then let's get you...
It seems like it will only be a matter of time before the...
Take me up! Ha! Open fire! Open fire! Bullseye! Fire in the hole! Let my name echo in song! You should have burst of flavor! A dash of... I'm going in! Yeah! The show begins!
Are we sure this stuff isn't expired? Well met. I am Escoffier, Patissiere Supreme, and Master of Precision Gastronomy. As an esteemed guest of the divine, you deserve the finest, the feeling of the warm sun as it burns off the moisture. Esteemed traveler, you are the ultimate variable of Tevat, the one who brought a unique flavor to this world. A birthday celebration.
Take me up! Let's fly!
Before we sign up, let's see who the other competitors are. They said they had to be renowned fighters. Who will we...
makes a lot of problems go away. So you can never have too much Mora, huh?
Hello? Are you here to compete in the Crux Clash?
You bet I am. Have you put your names down yet? Well, I'd have a look at the entrance criteria if I were you. Then allow the Clash as a comprehensive test of fighting ability. Nobody wants to see that.
Yeah, we heard a rule.
Me? Only a former runner-up in the Chihu Rock Freestyle Combat Summit. Oh yeah.
Uh-huh.
What? You... Nonsense. Have you been living under a rock? It's been going on for years. There were plenty of competitors when I took part. Not to mention, I've helped the Millilith catch treasure hoarders before. They tried to sneak past me under the cover of dark. I planted a left hook on the skin. I stood my ground, of course. A roundhouse kick sent the blade hurt. I told you. I'm not saying I came out completely unscathed.
Uh-huh. But for us,
I'll see you in the arena.
Hi there. Are you...
That's right. Nothing beats real-life combat, but this tournament is more than just a chance to put
Exactly. With a
This master of yours must be pretty incredible.
famous. He's the founder of the Ling Shan clan, and his skills are You probably wouldn't have heard of it. It was founded quite recent. He's got to be a grand master or something. To the Ling Shan clan,
Force dispersed.
it's a type of breathing exercise where, for example,
one time, he sent a challenger flying into...
It sure is. But
We're clearly not that naturally gifted, or we would have at least gotten the gist.
There's a tuition fee?
Of course! This is a Grand Master we're talking about.
But here we are, having trained under him directly all... Recently, though, we heard that a vision bearer joined the Guhua.
So, if we can get our hands on a vision too, maybe we can finally make our master proud.
Well, we have to try...
Exactly. It can't... Folks will come from far and wide. Heck, we could...
See you in the...
Hey, youngster. Are you here for the Crux? If so, seems I've...
So you're also here for the...
You better believe it. For me, obtaining a vision is the final and most important piece in the puzzle that is my life. No. It's not about what I want to do. I know how that sounds. I've passed every exam. In most people's eyes, a vision.
You have so much self-confidence.
That's not important. I've also brought along Of course, I also put in a few good days Ha! You don't mince your words. Now then, if you don't mind, I need to finish my pre-competition routine. It's not too long now before you'll...
So, to recap, we're up against an inflated ego, some gullible guys paying way too much for their kung fu classes, and another guy who's just... really average. Seems like you've got a pretty good chance of winning this thing. Come on, let's go sign up.
Chinksa Village Arm Wrestling Champion, huh? Next, please. What's your name? Wait, did I hear that right?
Is it really them?
Huh? Aren't they a vision bearer, though?
I have to ask. Aren't you the traveler that helped? Oh, it's really...
The one that spoke with Lady Kuching at the Rite of Park.
Oh, I wonder if I can get his auto.
I trust you are aware that, only those without... Really? But from what I...
Yep, he still doesn't have a vision, though. See for yourself.
My apologies. I didn't mean to be rude. I'm sure a great hero like yourself would have no reason to lie. It's just a formality for you, of course, but I have to make a record of competitors' achievements. So far, I've got defeated the ancient god Osile, so that's one. Do you have any others?
Yeah, and also a dragon, too!
Whoa!
Might as well declare him the champion already.
I wonder if it's too late to...
Okay, that's plenty. Right, you're a great hero such as yourself can surely only be here for one thing.
Oh, we're not here for that. We're here because Captain Beto promised to take us...
There's another prize, too?
Beto must have upped the stakes this time to...
But why would anyone want to go...
I see. So, I take it you discussed your terms with Beto in advance, then? Well, nobody expected you to sign up to a tournament like this. Anyway, the qualifying rounds are about to be...
Hey, so... Paimon's thinking about that whole. Even though you don't have a vision, most people in Teyvat think that. So Paimon thinks you probably shouldn't use your. In any case, looking at the competition, all right, it's.
You seem like you're raring to go. Are you ready to compete? Good. Then please.
Our next competitor is seen by many as the favorite to win this tournament. His first bout begins now!
You? You're the hero they're talking about? How am I supposed to win now?
What a strange guy. Why was he so confident to begin with? Well, now that we've won, let's go and see Beto. She'll probably have something to say to us.
So, what do you think, Kazuha? He totally dominated that.
Impressive. But I also observed our favorite exercise some restraint.
Well, I've fought my fair share of battles, both big and small. So, come on. We all know you've got a wide vocabulary in there. Can't you spare a word or two to
All right. Let me think how to aptly phrase these words of praise. You fought well.
All right, then. You know, a lot of competitors came to me saying how surprised they were that, and since you signed up, we've had many others do the same, with more than a few top-tier fighters among them. I'm sure lots of them are here to... For one thing, we don't want you wasting all your energy in the early rounds fighting people who are well below your level. Not to mention, so, I'm putting you straight...
Huh? But we only just started the qualifiers!
This is how Captain Beto works. Besides, at your level...
Huh.
All right, I'm gonna... We're finally here, folks.
The captain seems to have high hopes for this. Your opponent has fought many rounds to get to the semifinals. You may well be stronger than him, but this should not give you cause to lower your guard. Very well.
All right, that...
Your opponent in the semifinals is. I do not doubt your abilities, but I would suggest that you make sure you are.
Relax. My guy's at the top of.
Okay.
At last, the moment we've all been waiting for. The semifinals have begun. Who's it gonna be this time? The hero or the dark horse?
I don't care about the prize. You're a strong opponent. That's what I'm here for. Fury! I'm sweating all over. Congratulations. I was beaten by the best. I need to train harder.
Right! For a moment there, Paimon was. If you had a vision, you'd definitely be.
I wanted a vision once, when I was a kid. People said that if you're strong enough, but mine, I lost interest eventually. I've fought and won against vision bearers before. The power they have was given to them by the god.
Huh? You mean you didn't sign up to
No, I didn't. I only wanted to pit myself against other fighters, and only in defeat can you understand your weak.
Wow!
If you have the chance in the future,
by the way.
whether they'll be as tough as me, I don't know. So don't.
There he goes. Maybe we should ask around.
Ah, it's you! I myself was eliminated in the third round.
Maybe next time.
Why, yes. He's the same one who defeated me. I faltered for but a brief moment. Given my stature, I have no fear. Still, I'm sure he'll be no.
Hey there!
He tried to use force dispersal to deflect a punch, but instead he took it straight to the nose. His opponent was pretty freaked out by it. He kept asking him, why didn't you dodge? But he was, why don't you dodge, they ask. Don't even get me started. I spent all my energy helping him get from here to the boat to take him back. I don't dare tell my master about this. Otherwise, I'd never. Sorry, I shouldn't be complaining in front of.
Oh, all right then.
Thanks.
We still haven't got any useful information yet.
You gave an outstanding performance. I could sense that you're not familiar with bouts of this kind, but you were quick to adapt and managed to claim victory over your opponent. In fact, I discerned this not from what I saw, but what I...
He's right. I guess not using your elemental powers must be quite new for you, huh?
We wanted to ask about who our opponent will be in the final round.
Not exactly. Contenders that reach the finals aren't necessarily stronger. They tend to have something unique. As for the guy you'll be facing, his skill lies in his speed, and he has superior form. It's also obvious. What's the matter? Worried that you've bitten off more than you can chew this time?
If that is the case, then I have a proposal for you. I haven't properly introduced myself yet.
Yeah, we could tell that from your getup. But at the same time, when you talk, you don't really sound like someone who's used to waving a sword around.
It is true that I am versed both in literary and martial traditions. But on the straggling path of a wandering, I do not mean to flaunt my martial. Given your talents, a few hints...
Hang on. Don't you think you're bending the rules a bit there?
Gathering intelligence is an essential part. Besides, our favorite here has fought many battles on their journey from...
You betcha. Wait a second. We never told you that we've been to Mondstadt.
Does one not leave a trail when traveling through the wild? However, there is only so much that can be discerned from these traces. Come with me. Some post-match...
Maybe we can go talk to Beto. Surely she's gotta know something.
Now that we're alone, you are skilled in manipulating the elements. And not just a single element, but multiple.
Paimon knew that you were hinting at...
That's right. If the other contenders were to catch wind of your elemental abilities, let's just say it would... If I'm not mistaken, you share these considerations, given your reluctant... Since a young age, I've been... It is things of this nature.
As crazy as all that sounds, somehow
My humble abilities are negligible compared... To think a human could wield the elements without a vision. And not to mention your incredibly complex scent. Like that of some mysterious...
Hey, stop evaluating us based on our smell! It's weird!
Could you perchance enlighten me as to how you managed to obtain your combined elemental abilities? So then, might I be so bold as to inquire how exactly it is that you learned to channel elemental energy and even wield it in combat?
Aw, it's nothing real. It's been a long journey, and many things have happened along... Honestly, even Paimon doesn't understand how it all works.
Perhaps such unfathomable things are the essence of the god. However, I still wish to have the honor of... Of course, I too shall share with you all that I've learned. That will make it a fair Now then.
Take me up! Open fire! Locked on!
Hold on to your hats.
Shower me with praise! Everybody stand back! Let my name echo in song! Pinnacle of excellence! Yeah-ha! Bullseye!
Your opponent is skilled at controlling his breathing. He relies entirely on the element of surprise to In other words, as long as you remain mindful of his ability to please, save your thanks. The world is a
You seem kind of obsessed with visions, but don't you already have your own?
I desire to know what meaning visions and what influences the gods' decision. My apologies for allowing me the honor of witnessing your mystical ways. I am So that's what you're curious about? As you well know, a vision hunt decree is currently underway in Inazuma. Visions are a gift bestowed by the divine. People that have accepted this gift are now having their visions confiscated inexplicably, sometimes in circumstances that leave their original recipient. In the outset, supposing each of the 7 archons had their criteria for granting visions to living beings, then does the current Electro-Archon now doubt these criteria? Or even, not to mention, with no new Electro-Visions having been granted for such a long time, it would seem that we can infer something of the Raiden Shogun's feeling.
She sounds less like an Archon and more like...
As far as I know, she is an Archon that pursues eternity. She will relentlessly carry out... Liyue's contracts are meant to benefit all who reside within Liyue. But what does Inazuma's pursuit of eternity bring? It goes without saying that the people locked within Inazuma do not fare well.
Sounds a lot like something the god you encountered in the beginning would do.
Oh? Have you encountered the Electro-Archon before? With time. If you wish to find her, she will forever be there. There will come a day when I too shall wish to understand the answers to the time for your map.
Oh, right! We got so distracted talking about Inazuma that...
If you have no other matters to attend to, then we can return together. Very well.
Why isn't he? Never mind. We can start by making your entrance first. Everyone, listen up! We've reached the climax of the... We've seen many exciting... Now, I'd like to... He strikes fear into the heart of Osile.
Wow!
I've been waiting... I'm sure everyone... But today's final... As for our other combatant...
Come on, what could be
Apologies! Everyone just sit tight. We've got no other choice.
Wait a moment. Captain Beidou, perhaps we should check on the traveler.
Let me see. It's gone all right.
Huh? Did somebody...
We don't know when it was taken. I never thought that someone here would have the gut.
No need to worry. Even the craftiest sleight of hand does not escape nature. The culprit has only acted. The vision was the prize that I had offered, and it was my response.
Well, if you I'll stay here and try.
If you would, please come with me.
But we're on an island.
Come with me. I can sense...
Huh? A wind current?
The winds have come at an opportune moment. Let's seize this chance. Ride the winds upward. From there, we can continue our search for clues.
By the way, what made you suddenly think of checking the prize in the first place?
I heard the moment it was stolen.
Well, then why didn't you stop him?
You'll see, shortly. The winds are guiding us forward. The culprit is on the opposite shore now.
You can hear that too? What does it sound like?
Hubris. This way. Follow me. There may be an ambush waiting for us up ahead, but I trust that you are well prepared for such a scenario.
Hoarders, they're here! Get them!
Treasure hoarders, just as I expected. In which case, please stand back.
Open fire!
You caught up with me? How is that possible? I had even prepared a boat to ensure a quick getaway.
No boat could ever match the speed of the
wind. What are you talking about? Oh, drat! If I only had a vision. Or if I could activate.
This has nothing to do with visions. Additionally, your chosen escape route was. In other words, you. But most disappointing of all is the state of the vision. It appears that the vision doesn't respond to human desire in.
Fine. I've had my eyes on this vision for quite some time now. I decided to register after hearing that this fighting contest was full of a bunch of lousy fighters.
Aha! So you were supposed.
I'd intended to win the contest through skill alone all along. But then, after watching the semifinals, I knew that I didn't stand a chance. But I wasn't about to give up on the. Since there was no use in trying to face you in the match, I decided to. I was convinced I prepared thoroughly for my escape, but somehow you still. Drat. This should have gone differently. I know an empty threat when I hear one. Fine. But you'd better mean it. It didn't activate once I took it anyway. It's nothing but a.
You know, according to the laws of the sea, the penalty for stealing is breaking the.
Huh? You're not
Not to mention that the item you stole was a prize. It seems that it would be only fair.
Whoa! We don't need to go.
I never would have guessed you could be so cruel. If this is where talking gets me, then forget it. I'll risk.
What are you trying to do?
Fire in the hole! Open fire!
No! Do what you want, but please, don't brand my forehead, please!
He has persevered to the bitter end. Put down the vision and leave.
Huh?
What's wrong? It's up to you.
No need for that. Thank you for really.
Huh? Paimon doesn't get it.
I take no pleasure in frightening others. I was just testing all possibilities while the vision remained in. When people are forced into a corner, that is when their greatest strength. But unfortunately, yes. From the moment he stole the vision, I've tried many other methods, though few tales tell of a masterless vision reawaken. After seeing you command multiple elements, I've come. Why don't you give it a try? Let's see if you can. I see. So you are also unable to rekindle. No matter. This was expected.
Yeah, what's this?
The story begins with an. He was once a good friend of mine. One day he asked me about a sword art of which he had heard, the Musono Hitotachi. I told him it can only be witnessed when divine punishment is administered. It is the pinnacle of the Raiden Shogun's skill, a symbol of ultimate power. But he replied, there must be one who can withstand it. There will always be those who dare to brave the lightning's glow. Then, the Vision Hunt decree arrived. People's aspirations were stripped away as the Raiden Shogun began to construct her ideal of eternity. While I was fleeing from place to place, I heard that my friend had challenged the Vision Hunters to a duel before the throne. A solemn yet brutal challenge. The defeated face divine punishment, while the victors gain a second chance. Perhaps he thought he of all people should make a stand. Coming face to face with the Musono Hitotachi was all that he truly desired, after all. When I arrived at Tenshukaku, the duel was over. I heard his sentence of divine punishment, his severed blade hitting the ground. Perhaps that was the glory he had yearned to witness. In his last moments, what expression was on his face? Before I knew it, I'd stepped forward and snatched the dying vision and was running from the scene. All I knew was that I mustn't let his hope, which burned so brightly, become buried among the ice-cold statue of a god. Perhaps one day I may come to find that all I have done is meaningless. But as a wandering samurai, I find meaning in traveling and the
Kazuha!
It's just another way of saying I do as I please. All right then, it's time we returned. Allow me to gather the wind.
Huh? Did Beta leave already?
If you're looking for the captain, she was summoned by It seems that the Crux clash got out of hand this time and has attracted her attention. Captain Beto was muttering something about Ningguang being a stick in the mud as she headed off. But still, Captain Beto was disappointed she didn't get to witness the crowning of the new champion. She had been looking forward to it for quite some time.
The one who stole the vision was originally to be this hero's opponent. He knew he stood no chance, in which case the Crux...
Huh? So if that's the case, then the rules stipulate that he is disqualified.
Paimon thought we'd win and all.
It doesn't matter. As the saying goes, honor given is honor...
Yes, I believe so. But the voyage to Inazuma is a treacherous one. You will be plagued by a perpetual tempest. In fact, the relentless rain and wind are also an embodiment.
Hold on a second. You're saying she can change the weather?
Let us not forget that this is one of the 7 Archons. If Liyue's Morax could form Guyun's stone forest by casting down his stone spears, then it should come as... Suffice it to say that if you... In the meantime, I intend to embark on a journey...
Paimon believes you...
Thank you. One final word...